Your daily commute just got a reset. Back in late August 2025, SEPTA rolled out emergency service cuts because of a budget shortfall. Riders saw 32 bus routes eliminated and dozens more shortened, plus regional rail trains that normally came every 30 minutes stretched to hourly or worse during off-peak times. The agency also warned of even deeper cuts coming in January 2026. For a couple of weeks, that meant longer waits, fewer options, and a lot of uncertainty about how reliable your commute would be. Fast forward to today. As of September 14th, SEPTA has reversed course. Bus, metro, trolley, and regional rail services are all being restored to full levels. The catch is cost. Fares have gone up about 21%, raising a base ride from $2.50 to $2.90. That's how SEPTA is covering the gap with a one-time injection of state capital funds plus the higher fares. I'm Jim Stevenson, a Bucks and Montgomery County realtor. My goal is to give you straightforward advice about living here. No hype, no fluff. If you're navigating a move now that service is back, stay with me. I'll show you which suburbs work best under this new setup, where the sticking points are, and how to plan ahead in case things change again. So let's start just north of the city, where you get the biggest hedge against uncertainty. Glenside, Jenkintown, and Elkins Park sit on the Glenside combined section where multiple lines converge. Even when SEPTA was cutting, this area still had more redundancy than most. And now with service restored, trains on the Warminster, West Trenton, and Lansdale-Doylestown lines are back to regular frequency, and a direct run from Jenkintown Wingcote to Jefferson Station still takes about 25 minutes. By car, you're looking at 25 to 30 minutes into Center City, with quick access to Route 309 and the Turnpike. Jenkintown has a small downtown with restaurants and a classic theater. Elkins Park has older homes and leafy streets, and Glenside has the Keswick Theater and a walkable core. Housing runs from twins under $400,000 to Victorians over $600,000. For many buyers, this cluster balances the higher fares with the most consistent options. Head west and you hit Ambler, Fort Washington, and Orland. Ambler's Main Street has exploded with restaurants, breweries, and the Ambler Theater. Fort Washington has bigger lots and trails, while Orland has more modest family housing. Prices start in the mid-300s and top out around $650. For commuting, Ambler trains run hourly, about 37 minutes into Center City, and with service restored, you don't have to worry about long gaps anymore. If the train doesn't line up, the drive down Route 309 still gets you into the city in under 30 minutes. And that flexibility is why families keep moving here. Now let's head out to Chester County, where things look a little different. Westchester, Malvern, and Great Valley work well if your job is on the corporate campuses west of the city. Westchester doesn't have a direct regional rail, so it's usually about a 45-minute drive to Center City, or a bus and train combo over an hour. Malvern does have a Paoli-Thorndale station, now back to its normal schedule, but off-peak trains can still be less frequent. Westchester has one of the best small-town downtowns in the region, and Malvern and Charleston bring rolling hills and higher-end homes, while Exton offers more modest townhouses. Price points run from the mid-400s for townhomes up to 800 plus for singles. If you're heading west for work, these towns are practical. If you're in Center City 5 days a week, it's still a grind unless you're okay driving. Now let's switch to Bucks County, where cross-state access is a huge factor. Yardley, Newtown, and Lower Makefield sit near I-295 and Route 1, putting Trenton, Princeton, and even New York within reach. Yardley's regional rail station connects to the West Trenton line, which is now back on to its regular schedule, and many commuters also drive to Hamilton Station in New Jersey for NJ Transit. The drive to Center City runs about 45 to 50 minutes. Yardley has 19th century charm, Newtown has colonial character, and Lower Makefield offers a lot of subdivisions with green space. Housing ranges from $450,000 townhouses to over $900,000 single families, with Pennsbury schools as a big draw. For hybrid workers or families who need both PA and New Jersey access, this corridor is one of the smartest bets. If lifestyle is your top priority, Phoenixville, Conshohocken, and King of Prussia stand out. Phoenixville has a booming downtown with breweries, the Colonial Theater, and access to the Schuylkill River Trail. Conshohocken is filling in with new apartments and riverfront living, and King of Prussia has unmatched shopping and new mixed-use developments. On the commute side, Phoenixville still doesn't have passenger rail, so you'll be driving most days. It's around 40 minutes into Center City, or relying on bus connections that take over an hour. Conshohocken Station is back on a normal schedule, but parking fills quickly. King of Prussia still has no direct rail until future projects are built. Trade-off is pretty clear here. You get an amazing lifestyle perk, but most people here assume the car is their primary commute. Homes start around 350 in Phoenixville and climb above 700 in KOP. And finally, the main line in Delaware County towns give you both train and car options. Ardmore, Haverford, and Bryn Mawr on the Paoli-Thorndale line, and Media and Swarthmore in the Media-Wawa line all have restored service. Train rides into Center City take about 25 to 30 minutes, and drives via I-76 or I-95 are usually 35 to 40 minutes. Lower Merion homes are pricey, often over $600,000 to well over $1 million. And while Media and Swarthmore offer $400,000 to $700,000 ranges with strong schools and walkable centers, if you want a suburban lifestyle but need to hedge with both train and car commutes, these towns will work. So how do you choose in this new reality? Start by planning for both cost and time. Try both the train and the drive from the towns you're considering at your real departure times. Factor in the higher fare, parking, and the occasional delay. Pick towns that give you 2 ways to get to work, and think about the lifestyle piece. Sometimes a slightly longer or more expensive commute is worth it for better schools and parks and community. The bottom line is that SEPTA service is back, but fares are higher and the fix is temporary. The suburbs I've covered each give you a reliable option right now, with backup plans if funding issues do pop up again. If you're relocating or rethinking your commute, let's talk. I offer a free 15-minute route planning call where we'll map out your office location, your work days, your budget to create a short list of towns that fit. Send me a message or book using the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.